hold their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They good game catching ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run. This is Williams. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stops short of the goal line down at the 2. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Bears offense making their way out now for their first drive with Justin Fields, the rookie from Ohio State, at quarterback.
And just a few years after the Bears made a big move at quarterback, taking Mitchell Trubisky, they did it again this year, moving from number 20 to number 11 in the draft to select Justin Fields out of Ohio State. This offense was just 26 in total yardage last year, so they needed some production. Justin Fields, 63 touchdown passes his last 2 years at Ohio State. They're expecting him to be their guy for the future.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 13 carries, 77 yards.
And when I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight end. Receivers, you see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. Running left, Montgomery. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. 38-yard line, 2nd and 11. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Flushed out right. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to... Move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. He's got got the first down and more past midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
Now on 2nd and 13.
Fields.
This one caught by Ridley. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Goff. Got a man, it's Brashad Perriman. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Goff. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To the air again. Goff. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. Here's Goff. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Goff throwing again. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Roquan Smith drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Julian Okwara
just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Off play action, Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
On the move to his left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Back to throw. Fields.
And that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
On play action, Fields.
Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the NFL here on this first Sunday of October. We'll begin up at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium.
All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
From the 30 on second down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
You see me?
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here's Fields.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running.
Touchdown! That's caught. Allen Robinson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Now Fields.
Forced out to his left. Steps away to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense loses him. It's complete.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
The Bears on third down. They've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
Derek Barnes
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will swell the lead to 16.
So all things get...
So now we're in the final minute of the game in the fourth quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. To Montgomery to begin the drive. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they take a knee.
And with that kneel down at the end of the game, partner, they now get to 3-1. This is a good football team we saw in this game.
It is indeed getting to 2 games above 500, and I know early on, while they said they wanted to win every game, they thought they would be solid with a 3-1 start, and here they are.
Yeah, you break your schedule up almost into quarters, every 4 games, and assess 3-1. Any team would take that.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because